Welcome back, children. In the last session we have learned about the parts of the plant. In the parts of the plant we have learned about the roots, types of the roots and functions of the roots. And even we have learned about the stem and functions of the stem. In today's class we are going to continue. We are going to learn about the leaf and functions of the leaf. Okay. So you have already seen the leaves, children. Okay. So what is the work of the leaf? What does this leaf does? Okay. So the leaf is also known as the kitchen of the plant. The leaf is known as the kitchen of the plant, and it is also known as the food factory of the plant. So why, children, we called the leaf as a kitchen of the plant and a food factory of the plant? Because the leaf is the main thing which produces the food for the plant. It is the main thing which produces the food in the plant. Okay. So how does this So see here, children, how does this leaf produces the food? Can you see this leaf? Okay, this is the leaf. Can you see this green color on the leaf? This is the green pigmentation. Okay, this is the green pigmentation which we call it as a chlorophyll. What does this leaf does is, this leaf collects all the water and air and the sunlight. Okay, what does this leaf collect? The leaf collects the sunlight, water or air, and it makes the food. This leaf helps us to make the food. Okay, so we can see the food here. This is the food which the plant had prepared here. The leaf prepares the food. Okay. There are different types of leaf. Okay, there are different types of leaf. We can see here, this is the one type of a leaf. Okay, the another type of leaf is here. This is the another type of a leaf. This is another type of leaf. We can see here. There are many number of leaves, many types of leaves. Okay, in this we can see here the flat portion. Can you see this flat portion, children? Can you see this flat portion? Yes, can you see this flat portion? This flat portion is called as a leaf blade. This flat portion is called as a leaf blade. This flat portion is called as a leaf blade. And the thick line passing through the center of the leaf. The thick line passing through the center of the leaf. The thick line passing through the center of the leaf is called as main vein. The thick line passing through the center of the leaf is called as a main vein. And a network of small lines and a network of small lines. Can you see these lines, small lines? Yes, the network of a small lines, we call it as side veins. We call it as side veins. We call it as side veins. You can see the picture in your book. We can see the picture in your book. Okay, see here, the main line from the center of the leaf. The thick line from the center of the leaf is a main vein, and the network of a thin veins is called as a side veins. Okay, and the broad portion of the broad portion in between the side veins is called as a leaf blade. So let us study the functions of the leaf. So what is the functions of the leaf? Leaves prepare food. Leaves prepare food. That is the first function. So we learned now that is the leaves prepare the food. What is the second function? Leaves have tiny pores called stomata which help a plant to breathe. Okay, so the leaf is having a small pores in the leaf which helps to a plant to breathe, Now some of the leaves have store extra food and are eaten by us. Leaves of some plants store extra food and are eaten by us. Example, spinach, lettuce, cabbage, etc. Okay, the next part of the plant is flowers. The flowers are the most showy part of the plant. It is the most beautiful and showy part of the plant. So what does this flowers does? These flowers attracts the bees, insects, butterflies, etc. There are different sizes, shapes and colors of the flower. Yes, we know there are different types of flowers with different colors, different shapes and different sizes. And what is the function of this flower? The function of this flower is, see here children, this is a cucumber plant. This is a cucumber plant. It is having a small flower here. This is having a small flower here. Yes, can we see? Yeah. This flower after few days convert into a fruit. Can you see a small fruits? Yes, this will convert the flower into a small fruits. We can also see here. See here. This plant is having the small flowers and this flower will convert into the food after some time. Okay. Some flowers also having the food. Some flowers are also having the food in itself, that is a cauliflower and the broccoli. Okay, the next part of the plant is a fruit. Flowers changes into fruits. As we already learned that flowers changes into the fruits. They have seeds in them. You have seen the fruits, children. The fruits always have the seeds inside them. Okay, when the fruits are eaten by us, the remained seeds after drying, again they are returned to the soil. Okay, the seeds which we get from the fruits, we have to dry them, and again if we return the seeds into the soil, the seeds gets right amount of air, water and sunlight, and then they grow into a new plant. When the dried seed is returned into the soil, after getting the right amount of water, the right amount of air, the right amount of sunlight, this seed will grow into a new plant. And this process of growing a new plant is called as germination. Okay. The fruits, there are different types of fruits with different type of seeds. Okay. Many fruits having only a single seed. Okay. Many of the fruits have only a single seed. Example is mango, pear and cherry. Okay. Few fruits are having few seeds, and many of the fruits are having few seeds, only few seeds. For example, orange and apple. You might have seen an orange and an apple which are having only a few number of seeds inside it. And the third type of a fruit is fruits with many seeds. Okay, few of the fruits are having many seeds inside them. For example is watermelon, muskmelon and papaya. The watermelon is also having numerous number of seeds inside it. Okay, the papaya is also having a numerous number of seeds inside it. Okay. Okay, now the functions of the fruits. What are the functions of the fruit, children? Fruits help us to give the energy. Fruits help us to fulfill our stomach. It helps us to fulfill our hunger. Okay, fruit gives us lots of energy to stay healthy and stay fit. Okay, thank you. On this class, on this session, we will. Okay, now we will learn the functions of the fruits. What are the functions of the fruits, children? Fruits gives us lots of energy. Fruits help us to fulfill our hunger. Fruits help us to give lots of energy and stay healthy. So, in today's class, we learnt about the, which all parts we learnt, children, today? We learnt about the leaf, we learnt about the flowers, we learnt about the fruits. Okay? Thank you, children. So, today we will conclude our class related to parts of the plant and its functions. The next chapter will be continued in the next class. Thank you once again. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye-bye.